In this video, we're going to look at some of the assessment tools that WeBWorK offers, including grades, statistics, and student progress. As a student, you can access your own grades menu near the top of the navigation panel. As an instructor, we are interested in scoring tools to access grades for all students in the class. Let's visit scoring tools. On the scoring tools page, you'll find a list of all of the problem sets that you have included in your course. Most typically, you'll want to highlight all of the assignments for the course and click to score selected sets and save them to a comma-separated value file. After doing this, notice the link to a file that ends with the .csv extension. This is a file you can download to import into something like Excel to get your student grades. Let's take a look. In this file, you'll find the names of users in your course. The first several names might be administrator accounts. The columns correspond to problem sets from your course. Here we have a column 10.1 Function Basics Selected Exercises. We can see that there were 25 total points possible from that set, and then we can start to see how many points each user has accrued. If you scroll all the way to the end of the file, you'll find a summary tab with the grand total possible points for the course. You'll see a score as a percentage right next to that column. You can take the information from this spreadsheet and incorporate it into your own gradebook as you see fit. Now let's go back to WeBWorK. For more formative assessment, you might want to monitor statistics as students make their way through your homework sets. Let's visit the Statistics menu. You can view statistics by problem set. For example, let's take a look at how well my students did on the problem set for section 10.1. See a bar graph where each bar corresponds to one problem from the problem set. The height of the bar graph tells me relatively how well my class did as a whole. For example, problem 89 appears to be the worst performing problem in my course. I could use this information to select a few problems to present at the beginning of the next class. If I scroll down further, I can see more detailed information about each problem. For example, with problem 33, 71% of the students have that one 100% correct, and on average, my students have used 6.3 attempts. Scrolling down further, I can see more information. For this problem set, 20% of my students have a 100% score. 50% of my students have a 58% score or higher. WeBWorK also looks at something called the Success Index, which is a combination of students' scores on problems with how many attempts they used. Scrolling down farther, there's more information. All the information on this page could be used to select a few problems to cover at the beginning of my next course. Let's return to the statistics page. We could also look at statistics by students. Here, I'll pick one student to look at. Here, I can see each problem set. I can see the student's score. This student has an 85% on that problem set. I can see their actual raw point score out of the total. And problem by problem, I can see some information. For example, I can see on problem 9, this student only has a 50% score. The number in the second row tells me how many additional attempts the student used. For example, with problem number 6, the student got it right on the first try. On problem number 5, they used 9 attempts before getting it right on the 10th. Another set of tools that WeBWorK provides are found in the Student Progress menu. We can view student progress by set. For example, let's visit the student progress for section 10.1. I can see each registered user for the course and how well they're doing. For example, this student has a 33% and has used 9 attempts so far. One thing I find helpful to do is to pick on a current set and sort the class by their progress through that set. I can do that by clicking on the score column here. The students at the top now completed their homework and I don't need to reach out to them. But as I scroll toward the bottom, I can start to identify names of students who haven't even started this homework set, and I should contact them before the due date happens. That concludes this video on the assessment tools offered by WeBWorK. Please note that if you use Desire to Learn, it's possible to configure your WeBWorK and Desire to Learn course shells so that grades are automatically passed back to Desire to Learn. Please see a Desire to Learn specific video for more details on that.